Every year, millions of people travel the world searching for history. We walk through ancient cities, we visit sacred places, we stand where civilizations once flourished, and we trust. We trust that the stories we're being told are true. But what if they aren't? What if history isn't erased only by destroying churches or monuments or cemeteries? What if history can also disappear, one tour, one itinerary, one carefully omitted story at a time? That question led Save Armenia to begin an investigation. Earlier this week, Marriott removed a tourism listing promoting travel in Azerbaijani-controlled Artsakh after concerns were raised by Save Armenia and other Armenian organizations, advocates, and members of the public. For many people, that was the story. For us, it was only the beginning. Because one question remained. If one global travel platform was promoting these tours, were others doing the same? So we launched an investigation. What followed became one of the most comprehensive reviews to date of publicly available tourism listings in Artsakh. Our investigation documented comparable tourism experiences promoted through Expedia, Travelocity, Viator, which is a Tripadvisor company, and GetYourGuide. But documenting the listings wasn't enough. We asked another question. How did these listings compare with the standards these companies publicly commit themselves to uphold? Our research examined each platform's published commitments regarding human rights, responsible tourism, ethical business conduct, transparency, and respect for local communities. The findings are now documented in our report, Truth in Tourism. But this report isn't really about travel. It's about something much bigger. You see, in September 2023, more than 120,000 Armenians were forcibly displaced from Artsakh. Ancient Christian communities were emptied, families fled. Churches, monasteries, cemeteries, and centuries of Armenian Christian cultural and religious heritage are now being destroyed, altered, and erased, threatening one of the world's oldest continuous Christian civilizations. You see, this is not simply the loss of buildings, it is the attempted erasure of people's historical and spiritual identity. These are not simply claims either. The humanitarian consequences have been documented by the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, the International Court of Justice, the European Parliament, and the Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe. So we asked ourselves another question. How can tourism invite the world to visit places still marked by recent conflict, while failing to acknowledge the people who were forced to leave? How can tourism celebrate a destination while remaining silent about the events that transformed it? Those questions led Save Armenia to establish 5 principles for responsible tourism in conflict-affected regions. So the first principle calls for historical accuracy. Tourism must present destinations with historical accuracy. Principle 2, humanitarian context. Tourism must acknowledge humanitarian realities and the experiences of displaced communities. Principle 3, cultural and religious heritage. Tourism must respect and protect cultural and religious heritage. And then Principle 4, corporate responsibility. You see, travel platforms must ensure the experiences they promote are consistent with their own published commitments regarding human rights, responsible tourism, ethical business conduct, sustainability, transparency, and respect for local communities. And then finally, Principle 5, truth before tourism. Tourism should not promote destinations affected by recent conflict, mass displacement, or the destruction of cultural and religious heritage unless those destinations are presented with historical accuracy, humanitarian context, and respect for the communities whose lives have been profoundly affected. Then those destinations should not be promoted through tourism. Not until they can be presented truthfully, responsibly, and with respect for the people whose history is inseparable from them. You see, these principles are not directed at one company. They are a challenge to the entire travel industry, and they are also an invitation to lead. Today, what happens next depends on all of us. If this report simply becomes another document that's downloaded and forgotten, nothing changes. But if it starts conversations, challenges assumptions, and encourages accountability, then something important has begun. So don't just read this report, use it, share it. And today we call upon Expedia, Travelocity, Viator and its parent company Tripadvisor, and GetYourGuide to review the findings of this report. Compare your tourism listings with your own published commitments regarding human rights, responsible tourism, and ethical business conduct. Then ask one simple question. Does this tourism experience tell the whole story? If the answer is no, correct it. If it cannot be corrected, it should not be promoted. We understand that history cannot speak for itself. It depends on those willing to tell it truthfully. You see, history deserves honesty. Heritage deserves protection. People deserve dignity. And tourism should never come at the expense of truth.